Welcome back to the channel. I am back with another video, and I'm a little parched because I record all my videos in one day and this is like the third one. So I'm gonna try my best to get through this, but the topic at hand is basically WWE 2K22 needs to bring a new online feature, and this online feature has been being asked for since I think WWE 13. I mean, I just started playing at 12 and I started hearing this at WWE 13. But when this game came out, it wanted online shows. Alright, and you're probably wondering, what does this mean? Basically, like, say the aspect of the online server is basically Raw. Okay, you got your titles, you have your major title, the one on top, and you also have your minor titles. And then you have your tag team titles and also your women's championship. Now you can have two minor titles, it's no big deal, but that feature, I'm trying to think of how it could work, and I came up with some ideas, and I'm gonna just bounce these off y'all and see how y'all feel about these ideas. But I had a whole bunch of ideas and it's all over the place, so it's not in no specific order, and I'm gonna just get into details right now. Now with the title situation, okay, first off, you would be like, how would you defend the title? How would the title match come at hand? How would all that come forth? Now, I would say it would be dedicated servers. So say how like GTA works, and there's different servers and stuff. Like you can join your friend's server, but then be like, oh man, I lagged out the server, and I'm basically in a whole nother world now. I don't even see you on the map no more. I know that happened to y'all a whole lot, but this would be dedicated servers that you can have with your friends, strangers. That was weird, I said strangers, but random online players, okay? You can just join a server if it's open, or if it's a private server you have to get invited to by a friend or a foe, something like that. But you would have to join this server, and then they would have a list of rostered members. Now in this game mode, I was thinking, should we include created players or should we just include the current roster? But I'm gonna go more into that and that choice later on. But for right now, let's just talk about this title situation. Now, the title situation at hand, it would be made by how many wins have you been going? I mean, how many wins have you been getting? So how would this work? You can basically be lined up with either computer or online player in certain shows and certain weeks. You could have a GM, alright, like the host of the lobby could be the GM and also a superstar on the roster. So he would control it as if it's universe mode, but as he controls it, he would basically set up the matches, and if you win your match, you know, you go on to the next slot. You basically got to build up certain requirements so you'll be placed into the title match. Now having this feature would be pretty cool. Now you would say, like, what if my friend's not online that day? He can't defend his title, or he can't show up to the title match. Now if he don't show up to the title match, I mean, you can set up the title match whenever you want. Specifically, if you're the host, you'll basically set up that title match whenever, so it wouldn't just happen dedicated by the time of like the real time of day. Basically, you would set that up as the host of that server. Now that being said, defending the title, now when you invite the player, basically you would have an option, okay? With this champion, you'd be like, this champion has to get online within 30 days or his title will be relinquished. Every 30 days, he has to defend his title against an online player, not a computer, an online player. Now, having this aspect would be good. Well, you know what? He could defend it against a computer, whatever the host chooses, all right? That would be an option also. He would have to defend it either against a computer or an online player within 30 days, but it'll have a 30-day timer. If he doesn't get on in 30 days, then he would lose that title. And at that point, it's your choice. 30 days, you would have, like, you should have time to defend that title. So in that aspect, that's how the title situation will work. And you can do that with the major title, the minor title, and the tag team titles, the women's titles. Okay, and as the host, you will be able to control all this. Now, another aspect I was thinking about, and that was the tag team situation. Now, with the same thing being said of how you get the title match and the defending the title, it would work the same way. You would have to work for both of them tag team members to be be online at the same time. So that tag team member, if he's online and his partner knows he's not going to get on in 30 days, he's going to be on him. He's going to get him to get online so they can defend their titles. Now, that would be a cool aspect, and it would bring the community together. Imagine your tag team partners with some dude, y'all was put together, and that makes you have to communicate. Especially in a time like this, like with everything going on. I don't want to say what's going on, but you know what's going on in the real world. I just think it would be a good idea, and it would bring people together. If you're in a tag team situation like that, it would be pretty cool just to be like, all right, I gotta text my friend, tell him to get online. We gotta defend these titles, because this tag team, they're gonna get these titles if we don't get on. And that would just be cool. Like, just imagine that aspect in the game. Now, another thing I was thinking about, and this was the roster, okay? This lobby would be able to fill up to about, I would say, 20 players would be decent. 20 players would be able to be on this show. Every match, basically, when it goes into the show, it'll go into the show like the universe mode before, and it'll be final. Once the host customized the matches, it'll be final. You go into the show. Everybody that's on the show will be spectating up until their match. Now, that would be a pretty cool aspect to add to, because they would watch, be like, okay, I might be facing him next week, so let me watch, see how he plays. Then they go into their match. The opponent might be watching how he plays. Now, this can continue over and over and over, and then stats will be a big thing in this mode. Now, if you get a whole bunch of losses, then you shouldn't get a title shot. And the host, the host of the lobby, he makes that choice. Or it'll be automatically generated like, dude, this man is not the #1 contender. And basically, you're going to have that #1 contender list. You're going to have the #1 contender, the second in line, third in line, and it's just going to go on and so forth with every online player in the lobby. Now, this also brings up the fact, what are you going to do with the pay-per-views, okay? Now, you, in certain, like, gimmick pay-per-views, like Survivor Series and stuff, you can do matches up until then and get your team together. Now, say it's a team of 5 and it's a Survivor Series match. Now, look, this is my idea, right? So, Survivor Series, that would have you go up against another lobby, because they have their own show and you have your own show. If you win against this lobby, I don't know what the rewards will be yet, but that's a pretty cool aspect alone. So if you go against another lobby, they'll basically have their team of 5 that'll go against your team of 5 for Survivor Series. And with that being said, that means that all the pay-per-views would have to line up with a pay-per-view in real life. So it would follow the real life pay-per-view schedule, and basically, oh my god, that would be great. Like, we get around Survivor Series, you have that whole month, you have to match up with another lobby so you can do the Survivor Series match. And you probably saying, what if you can't find another lobby to match up against for the Survivor Series match? Now, that situation, if it comes, then you'll be matched up against some computers and you'll just go on the Survivor Series way that way. Well, you would have that option, but you wouldn't get the reward, the same reward you would get if you went against an online lobby. Now, that reward could either be stat ratings, and that will push your lobby up to a higher point in the online community, and people will join that lobby. The reason to join that lobby is because there's very competitive people there. You could probably meet like famous people there. Like, say the top lobby has all the famous YouTubers and stuff. You're trying to get to that lobby. You're trying to get above that lobby. What if the famous YouTuber wants to join that lobby? Situations like that can happen, all right? Each lobby is basically its own show. So this aspect, I know it's all over the place. I said it was gonna be like this, guys. I said it was. But it just sounds cool. I felt like these were cool ideas, and that would just bring the community together. Before, it's just dry, quick matches. Before that, we had lobbies, but it was just like one-off matches in those lobbies. It didn't continue. Now, what if that lobby just continues 24 hours a day, and you could just join in when you want? You could do like dark matches to practice before the host comes back and starts the actual show. You can do dark matches up until then. Now, let's bring up the fact of what I said earlier. with the online players, like the creative players being in this online mode. Now, the main problem with this situation is overalls. People like to make overalls of 100. We've seen it in previous games and it's annoying. Me, personally, I like going online and playing with like the real superstars and stuff. I don't like going on there with my creative player. I keep that universe mode territory. But when I go online, I always get beat up by 100 overall silver. Dude is named Silver, okay? And the dude his attire is black. Like, you're throwing me off, bro. Why are you called Silver? But it'd be crazy created players, overall 100. They got all the cheese moves. Now, the moves you can't do nothing about. Like, if you created that player, he got that move. I cannot do nothing about that. I just gotta learn how to reverse it. But overalls, this is what I was thinking about with overalls. So in a lobby that created players will be allowed, the host has this choice when he creates the lobby. So either it would just be real life superstars, or you can include created players. Now, if you include created players, you have overall settings. Now, overall settings, what is this? Now, stats. When I said stats play a key in this online mode, it plays a big key in this situation. Because basically, if you go into the start the lobby, right? You're gonna start off at a 70 overall, no matter who you pick. It could be a real superstar, everything. You could pick Brock Lesnar. He'll start off at a 70 overall in this online server. You basically have to build up Brock Lesnar till he's a dominant threat. You have to build up your creative player till he's a top guy. Now, how would you do that? You would have to get wins. You would have to bring star power to the show, like, you know, the little star rating that be in the corner. You have to put on 5-star matches for you to get a higher rating. Now, say you lose that match, but you put up most of the good spots in that match and you got the 5-star rating for that match, you will still go up in overall even if you lost. But getting that win will push you even higher in that overall branch. Now, that aspect, it took me a minute to get that down, but that was a good aspect I was thinking of. Like I said, I'm just bouncing these off you. These are like different ideas I have. If you stayed this long in the video, leave a like, man, if you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed my ideas, you think they should add in WWE 2K22, comment down below how you feel about them, just all that, man. I want some feedback on this situation, man, because they have a whole lot of possibilities what they can do with online, and this would be great, and it's never been done before. So I think this would bring, like, even the replay factor with this game. Like, it would make you want to get on like all the time. If you have a title you have to defend, they'll be like, okay, I gotta get on this week. I can't just stop playing this game, bro. I gotta defend my title and my honor. And I mean, you playing these type of games, like, you're competitive anyways, and this is a very competitive aspect, and you can possibly do a whole lot of things with this aspect, like even do like an actual tournament style, like how Mortal Kombat be doing tournaments and Street Fighter. You can do all that with this mode. This would be pretty cool. Like, imagine they're like IGN doing a stream of a WWE tournament, like on WWE 2K. That would be pretty cool. I'm just like I said, these are just ideas I thought of. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like the video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Yes, that's subscribe, that big red subscribe button. Also the bell button to be notified when I upload more videos. I hope y'all enjoyed. Your boy Dre is out. Splash.